Welcome Wargamers to another hobby video for this lockdown painting challenge set by Kieran, where we're painting a bunch of our unloved models over the next couple of weeks. So as you may be aware, I've decided to do Thorin's company because I already had this fella painted, Dory, and Barlin, and I had a half finished Nori, who you will have seen in the last video I finished up, and I have now added KILI. So yeah, really happy with how he came out. Hopefully this will actually focus on him. Come on, let's rest him on there. There he is, it's a little bit better. So yeah, I'm really happy with, thrown across the page, really happy with how he's turned out in the end. I don't know why the camera's being particularly grainy today. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I feel like I've captured his blue hood perfectly. His highlights on his cloak look really nice. His face came out pretty well as well. A little bit ginger, but there we are. So yeah, in case you're wondering how I've been doing this painting, should go into a bit more detail, considering this is a paint challenge of what I've been doing and using as a rough guide, which is this, the December 2012 White Dwarf magazine, which has a fantastic painting guide just in here. There's more at the back that goes into more detail as well, but I've been using this as my rough guide. Let's do a side-by-side comparison. I've gone for a lot lighter. The face isn't as detailed as what they've done there because I'm nowhere near as good, but I've gone for a lot lighter than those ones in the book because I don't have all the colours that they suggest to use. See if I can find the bit at the back, because we are in lockdown. I don't have access to get new paints at this time, so I just use what I have, which I don't mind. Allows me to be a bit more creative. Let's have a look. So there's the Goblin Town bit, and here is the Thorin company bit. So here's a rough idea of what to use. So annoyingly, my last pot of Rhinox hide has dried up, so I won't be purchasing anymore because I'm not in a position to do so, like I said. However, instead of that Cantor blue, I started with a Aldorf Guard blue, and then after the Make Look Good water, I hired it up and ended up using an enchanted blue, which you can see is much brighter than that, but I think it's come out and matched that picture pretty closely. Full focus, not really, you get the idea. Yeah, Dawnstone is what I used for the cloak. I always use elf flesh for the skin tone because it's the closest one I've ever found, and usually have a slight like Ogrin wash, I think it is, over the top just to darken it up, and I think it naturally captures the contours of the face better than some of the other washes, but unfortunately that one's run out as well, so I'm going to have to improvise on the next model. I used Ironbreaker for the sword. I've picked out the I'm going to rest him down here again, see if I can get it to focus. I need two hands. There we go. Picked out the slight details on his greaves on his arm. Gonna do it. Come on. Used to love me. Put you on there. There we go, that's beautiful. The greaves on his arm, on this side here, the metal bits, and on the other side. Yeah, you can see his hood colour a bit better, and then his fingers where he uses obviously protective guards, shoot his bow and arrow. I've done darker, and I've actually tried to do a bit of cross patterning on his tunic hoodie thing there, which obviously this was the one that I was most worried about painting. It had the most detail and whatever, which you can kind of tell by this picture here. I thought this would be the most complex one, but it's actually been the most fun one out of the four so far, because I decided to give it a go, and it came out quite well. See his face there quite well. I'm really happy with him. The base I usually do with Rhinox hide and mix with Ushabti bone, which I did on Dory and Barlin, which looks better than what I had to do with KILI, because I had to use a Grenland Earth, which I know is a texture paint, but if you do it really thin, that makes a nice brown mixed with Shabty Bone, and it does make a nice wood effect. But yeah, so really happy with how KILI came out, and I think next I'm going to do, got them all down here, I'm going to do Gloin. He's going to be next on the painting list, I think. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Comment below if you do anything different, if you want any more tips on how this was painted. Probably not, because it's not amazing, but I'm happy with them. And let me know what you've been getting on with, and stay safe.